What's up, guys? Toby 50 Baits. Check it out, new hat or new design my buddy made. South Kakalaki Basin. He does all that little neat stuff. So anyway, ordered some hats from him. He also has a YouTube channel. Does a lot of fishing, and y'all should check him out. South Kakalaki Basin. And also, while you're here, you should like and subscribe. Hope everybody's having a good beginning of the week. We're going to shoot some flukes, drop shot minna, and of course crappie or crappie baits. And we are, sorry, plastic again. I try to have it sort of close to ready. We're shooting, this is from Dead On. Can't remember the name. The color is Mars. It's really close to the one I've done before, but it's more of a brown. Instead of the green, it comes with the powders in it, so you don't have to worry about buying some powders too or whatever. It's another color that I like, but I love green pumpkins. So, and the bottom will be blue highlight. Just everybody knows blue highlight, I'm pretty sure. This is Opaline blue from them as well. Because when I add powders, man, you just have to mix and mix and mix, and don't like mixing all the time. So anyway, that is what we're going to shoot. I am going to spike it with my green pumpkin from Lureworks. It does make it really close to the color. If you saw where we were creating our color for the flukes before, it's going to be really close to it. Whoa. Hold on, buddy, hold on. 2 drops, 2 drops. So we're going to add 2 drops to it. I hope this thing will hold. Got you at a little different angle today. So we're going to add them 2 drops of green pumpkin just to darken it just a little bit. And also, I love having green in my baits. I don't know why, but so there's 2 drops, and with the powders you can see how thin it is on the spoon. That's another reason I like to thicken it up, and I don't want to thicken it up with more powder. I want to thicken it up with a color. There's 8 more drops, so whatever we're up to, what, 10, 11 now? I want it darker. Oh, I might have went too dark. There we go. The reason I want this a little darker is I'm shooting a couple smaller baits. So when you're shooting smaller baits, you want it, the color doesn't show as good. So you want to be able to it'll look thinner is what I'm trying to say. Y'all know how I go. I'm adding 6 actually. I was going to do 5, but 1 more fell in. On the smaller baits, your color has to be a lot darker, like in my crappie baits. Crappie, again. So we've darkened this up pretty good. I think that was 12, 13 drops, maybe. I like where it's coming to now. I want these to be a little more brown than the ones that I make with the other color that I use from MF. Blue highlight you just put into your liking. It really doesn't matter. You can put as much as you want, but I'm not even going to put any flake in this. It's just blue highlight. That'll be my bottom color. And I'm debating on whether I want to add more to this or not, because I'm really worried about the crappie baits, but I also don't want it too dark for the minna and the fluke, but they're bigger baits. Alright, 3 more drops and I'm going to stop there. That's just green pumpkin added to that Mars colorant from Dead On. It's one of their hyper ships as well. I have stirred this. See how it's getting that tint to it now? And this is really turning out like my color that I make. But the other one I start off with MF Cutthroat. I love that color. Nuke this just another minute to try and get it close to my other one here. Again, drop shot minna, my 2.4 that I love from Bass Tackle, and the fluke or jerkbait, whatever. We're going to shoot it with our double laminate, double, whatever, and of course we'll need our blending block. Everything is cold, so again, I'm hoping everything turns out good. So we will see. I've got my molds where like all of them tops that way, so I like my colorants to match, so I can go straight into them from the plastic. Boy, these are pretty cool. Alright, reading 309, that's about what I want. And this one is not. So, my bad again, let me give it another just a few seconds. I am so sorry. But that's the way it goes. You gotta have them really close, or one's gonna overpower the other, or I'm trying to think how I'm supposed to say these words, but it'll your laminate won't be as clean if one is hotter and thinner than the other. You run into that a lot with if you're using a powder on one side and a colorant on the other. You'll run into that a lot there. But we are going to shoot this thing and see how these look. It also makes a great swim bait color. Alright, we are lubed up and we are ready to rock here. Again, just for me, I like to have my plastics sitting the same way as my molds are. It just makes it easier for me. Don't have to turn the injector around or anything like that. Straight to each mold and boom. We're going to top off, especially the flukes. They like to draw down. Boy, you can tell everything's cold. That plastic is already pretty much set up in my injector. My injector was cold, so these are our colors. This one is a little more brown, which I do like. And of course our blue highlight. Everybody knows blue highlight, I'm pretty sure. And I made a mess on them molds, but that's the way it goes. The way we do things around here, we get messy with it. Let's have a look at our blending block, and you'll get an idea of these colors. Like I said, I added that green pumpkin just because when I shoot the smaller baits, they don't seem to show as much color because they're not as thick. So when they're not as thick, you sort of have to make your plastic a little bit stronger. Or your colorant, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place, ain't I? But anyway, smaller baits, you really need to make that top color a little bit stronger, or it just doesn't. It's real clear looking. It didn't. I've been wearing a hat in a while, so it feels sort of weird, but it feels good too. Good hat, Richardson hats too. You did good work. Good detail on the bass and the crappie. Crappie. See if I can get it on there a little bit. I mean, the detail is just amazing. He did pretty good work, man. Like I said, South Kakalaki Bassin. Friend of mine named Ron. Check his channel out. And we are going to unmold and see how these colors look. Another great swim bait color. I love browns and greens, especially putting the kill dot in, like the 3.8 inch rip wrap. I love doing that. Just makes a very, very good looking bait. Very realistic looking bait. And man, I have got gook everywhere. I was a little messy with it. Anyway, we'll just pull all that off. Here's the drop shot minna. I got stuff flying everywhere when I try to unmold. Try to get this down. And my little piece is broken. It makes it so hard at times to keep the little thing still. So, drop shot minna. Yeah, it is really close to the colors we make with the MF when I start with cutthroat. That may be a quicker way for me to make that color. Oh yes. Very, very good natural color. That will be deadly in that little drop shot minna right there. I mean, deadly. Deadly. I did not drop shot for a long time, and then within the last year, after watching some Brian Latimer about casting it out and everything, I've started doing it more. Man, I've gotten so much more confidence with it. And B-Lat's a Carolina guy. He's about 30 minutes up the road. Great guy. So I have been fishing a lot more of those. Let's go to the bigger bait, and I'll show you the difference in the color between a bigger profile bait compared to a smaller, like the crappie bait we're going to throw. I mean, oh, there are our flukes. Oh yeah, man, it's pretty much the same as the other hyper shift that I use already, and I have to buy that hyper shift separately. So again, this is Mars from Dead On, some of their hyper shifts. I like it. Like I said, I usually have to mix colors to get what I'm wanting to get towards this color. I'd like it a little more green, but yeah, may not have to buy any more hyper shift colorants and then mix colorants. I just mix that one and be done. There it is, a fluke or a soft jerkbait. I know there's certain words you can and can't say, so that may be trademarked or whatever. Some bubbles on that one big time. I don't know what happened there, but well, you really can't see them, but there's bubbles inside that bait. The other three turned out perfect. Like I said, if your one color is hotter or colder than the other, vice versa, you'll get like that top color may override and come way down, and look out in the field for deer because bucks are chasing. So, but that is sort of the difference you'll see in a bigger bait and a smaller bait. See how that's a little bit darker because you've got more of it in that bait? And we'll show it to you in the crappie bait as well. Y'all got me saying crappie because apparently, I don't know who all else or wherever you're from, or whatever you say, but we say crappie here. It's just the way I was brought up and raised. So Anyway, talk about that all the time. So, I may have just found a way that I can achieve my colorants without having to have different hyper shifts and all kind of stuff. I can just take it straight out the bag. I probably didn't even really have to add, well, yeah, I wanted that green tint. I love the green tint in baits. It can be brown, but with that green tint, to me, it's just more natural. It seems to catch more. See the difference though in the darkness of the top of that bait compared to the soft jerkbait, the fluke style bait. Why am I crooked? There we go. Now let's get this right. There we go. Just see how it's a little bit, it's a thicker bait, so you're getting more of the colorant. But man, it's an awesome color. That's gonna catch them up right there, man. So if you are after them slabs, there you go. These are just gonna get hammered, period. Doesn't matter what you throw. That color right there is really good. Really good, really good. I am in love. And I'm really loving the drop shot minnow. Like I said, this little bait right here has been great for me. And again, there's a mold I'm wanting made, but somebody just needs to hurry up and make it, so I don't have to spend the money to get a custom mold made. But it is a drop shot style bait. Love it. Love that color, man. What do you think? Think it's gonna get bit? I know it will, but curious as to what everybody else seems to think. That hyper shift, I usually get, there's 2 or 3 from Dip Your Car I was getting. Then I was getting them off Amazon and some other, just because it was cheaper, and they were giving me the same results. But this right here, like I said, I had a good ordeal with them on a package that was shipped, and it got damaged in shipping. Not their fault at all. So anyway, I messaged them when I received it, and man, I'm telling you, it was like that. They were already sending me back product with a tracking number, and I'm like, wow, man, that's pretty awesome work. I'm talking about within 15 minutes. So they've got more of my business because of that. So again, you can get these on their site. This one is the Mars color. It is more brown. I did add green pumpkin, but it already has the hyper shift. That's the first time I've used it. I just opened it, and you get a good bit too. I'm not sure what it weighs. Net weight 1 ounce, so not bad at all. I am really digging that color, so it may save me from having to count my drops as much when I'm making it the color that I make with cutthroat. But I do love the cutthroat colorant from MF. Oh, it's my baby. So again, appreciate you being here, man. I know it's Monday. I know everybody's probably back at work. I've went and done a couple yards, and I got to go back and do one business here in a little bit. My little lawn care, landscaping, whatever. The leaves are falling, and it is work though. So right now I'm happy to be working with my leg. You know, them 4 months of not working was rough. Drop shot minnow, 4 inches, 5-inch fluke stick jerkbait, and of course the 2.4 inch from Bass Tackle that I love. That is going to be money as well. And again, I appreciate y'all guys being here. I appreciate Kakalaki Bassin, Ron. I appreciate your brother. I love the hats. I will be wearing them a lot more. I love the little design you came up with. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys being here. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. Helps me out. And I hope everybody has a great week. And y'all know the deal. It is time, well, it ain't really just time to catch fish. Deer, ducks, everything. I love this time of year. So appreciate you. Y'all have a great day. And let's go catch some fish. See ya.